Remember when Pokemon cards weren't just sitting in binders, but were actually alive? Before apps, before online battling, before you got scammed in a schoolyard trade, there was one game that let you live inside the Pokemon Trading Card Game, and it was on the Pokemon Trading Card Game for Game Boy Color. Somehow, it's one of the best Pokemon games ever made that nobody talks about.
Hey guys.
Get out of here, you don't want to play.
Introducing the Pokemon Trading Card Game for Game Boy. You can learn all the secrets and strategies you'll need to become a true Pokemon Master Trainer, rated E for everyone.
Ha! A Thunder Punch combined with the paralyzing attack move makes Electabuzz arguably the best all-around Pokemon in the game.
Limited edition card inside. Gotta catch 'em all.
Today, we're not just looking at the history. We're diving into a story about a kid-a-card obsession and a game that turned cardboard into an RPG adventure. So here's our main story. You're 10 years old. You just opened your first pack of Pokemon cards. You have 1 weak deck, 0 strategy, and absolutely no idea what you're doing. But then, you boot up this game, and suddenly, you're not just collecting cards anymore. You're on a journey. Released in 1998 in Japan and 2000 in the US, the Pokemon Trading Card Game on Game Boy Color was developed by Hudson Soft and published by Nintendo. Instead of catching Pokemon, you battled using cards, and somehow, it worked perfectly. You play as a kid, trying to defeat the 8 Club Masters. Yes, not gym leaders, Club Masters. Because instead of gyms, you've got Water Club, Fire Club, Science Club, and the absolute menace, Psychic Club. Each one teaches you mechanics, energy management, evolutions, status conditions. Basically, this game accidentally taught an entire generation how to play the real card game. Now, while all this is happening, let's talk about the real battlefield, the schoolyard. There's always one kid with a full holo deck, one kid who thinks energy cards are optional, and one kid who says, "Bro, my Charizard does 500 damage." And you're just trying to figure out why your deck sucks. But here's the twist. The Game Boy game, it fixed everything. The real-world card game had a problem. Nobody knew how to play it correctly. But this game enforced the rules, slowed everything down, explained mechanics clearly, and suddenly, you went from random kid with cards to calculated card-playing mastermind. In real life, yeah, I attack you, 200 damage. In the game, actually, you forgot to attach energy, evolve properly, and respect turn order. The game said, no shortcuts. Learn or lose. Now here's where things get interesting. The Pokemon TCG itself launched in 1996, and it blew up fast. So Nintendo needed a way to teach new players, expand the audience, and keep the hype alive. Enter Hudson Soft. The game uses only early card sets. It simplifies some mechanics for clarity. It adds original characters and story. And honestly, that decision is what made the game feel like an RPG instead of just a simulator. Back to our story. You've beaten a few clubs. Your deck is getting stronger. You're starting to understand combos. And then you hit your first wall. That one NPC, the one with the perfect deck. You lose. Again. And again. And again. And this is where the game did something brilliant. It taught you deck building, not just playing. This is where the game goes from fun to dangerous. Because now you're editing decks, testing strategies, chasing rare cards. Sound familiar? Yeah. This is where your lifelong addiction started. You told yourself, I just need one more booster pack. And now, you own 5,000 cards and a display case from Arcane TCG. Back to the schoolyard. You return. Different, stronger, smarter. That kid with the fake rules, you destroy him. The HoloFlex kid, outplayed. the 500 damage Charizard guy educated, because now you actually know how the game works. Eventually, you defeat the Grandmasters. You get the legendary cards. You become the Card Master. And just like that, the journey ends. The Pokémon Trading Card Game on Game Boy Color wasn't just a spin-off. It was a tutorial, a strategy game, and for a lot of us, our first real introduction to competitive thinking. And honestly, it might be the reason so many of us are still obsessed with cards today. So if you ever wondered why you care way too much about cardboard, now you know. If you enjoyed this, hit subscribe, and tell me, did you play this game growing up? Let me know your favorite memory of the game in the comments. We'll see you in the next one, and as always, thanks for watching.